been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this, but it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
Philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, Go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color code chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing is to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
The U.S. economy is in solid shape, with real GDP growth supported by strong consumer spending that is itself supported by a strong labor market delivering wage gains, accounting for inflation.
In the U.S., debt service for households is now increasing faster than real disposable income growth.
The U.S. economy is in solid shape.
For many U.S. citizens, real wages actually declines.
The U.S. economy is in solid shape.
Well, politicians across the other side of the aisle will say that the stimulus checks not only participated in raising the overall debt levels, but also stimulated inflation.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Incredible. Welcome to Phil's Gang. I couldn't believe, I've told you, you've been hearing me say this since August. Since August, I've been saying that we're going to get one last rally before the market crashes. We saw that in 2008. We saw that in the dot-com. We saw that in the housing con. But the real one was in 2008. This is going to be even bigger. The only reason you see these big rallies is because the big institutions, the biggest banks, the biggest insurance companies who, remember, service the pension funds. They service the teachers' unions and the steel workers and the police, Chicago, Boston. And you got J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs and Wells Fargo, and they're all competing for the same business. They got to get these people out. They know what's coming. This is a joke. Do you really think for one moment, yesterday, when we got the year-over-year CPI, and it came in, they said they expected it at 3.3. Instead, it came in at 3.2. That's 1/10 difference. And the market rallied and hit 600 points, went up 600 points on a 1/10. And wait a minute. And then inflation, remember their target's 2%. What the hell's going on? 600 points. This is insane. Now, I sent an alert to my gang members on November 10th, just as the rally was starting. And that's after I sent an alert on October 31, telling them to keep buying the banks. This was October 31. Keep buying the banks and keep buying the tech stocks. They're going to drive a big short-coming rally. In fact, we started to buy the banks on October 17th. We started to buy Microsoft, Apple, AMD. Then we started to buy XLF, that was the ETF for the banks, KRE, we bought Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, all these banks. So this was going back, remember, in October, because I said these are the ones that are going to push this market up. This is what's going to happen. So it was no surprise. But what was amazing to me was yesterday that 600-point rally. And then today, the PPI comes in, and they say, "Oh, year over year. Gee, we thought it was going to be what was the number? I think 1.9, but it came in at 1.3. What? 1.9 to 1.3? But wait a minute. The market's not up 600 points. Are you kidding? It's barely hitting 200 points. What's going on? The market should be up 1,000 points today. If 1/10 difference drove the market 600 points yesterday, you don't think the difference between, what is it again, the 1.9 and 1.3 would grow the market, I don't know, at least 800 points? If you extrapolate, that's what it would be, about 800 points, but it didn't. See, I don't care how much the BLS lies. And you understand the BLS, remember where their numbers come from. The numbers are driven by the White House, whether it's a Republican as president or Democrat. It's driven by the White House that was set up by Kennedy's father and a little-known guy by the name of Greenspan when he was really young. That's how they set it up, so that the numbers before the release, they can do what they want with them. They're calling the numbers in the closet numbers, the key to the closet. That's what it is, the key to the closet. But think about this for a moment. Let's think about under Bidenomics. Inflation has surged to a 40-year high. 40-year high. But the CPI is only 3.2? Are you kidding? The trade deficit has increased to 24.6%. Public debt has increased to a whopping 22.5%. Home prices have increased more than, 50%? At least here in Sarasota. Gas prices have doubled. CPI, in general, spiked to 17%. These numbers are a bold-faced lie. These numbers are rigged. Why would we be so lucky to think these numbers of inflation? And do you really think those numbers are right? You don't think inflation is more than 3.2%? Of course you do. Just look around. Look around. We all know those numbers are bull-faced lies. It's unbelievable. And as I said, why would we be so lucky to think that these inflation numbers would be honest numbers when on average, each first Friday of the month, for the past 9 consecutive months, the job numbers that come in from the BLS, under the direction of Jared Bernstein, Biden's top economic advisor, his right-hand man, you know Bernstein here.
The U.S. economy is in solid shape, with real GDP growth supported by strong consumer spending that is itself supported by a strong labor market delivering wage gains, accounting for inflation.
My detector test determined that was a lie.
I mean, this guy just lies. Do you really believe that? So under the direction of Bernstein, these numbers have been anything but honest. So my point is this, that they have masked every first Friday for the past 9 months. We've been losing 500,000 jobs a month, but it doesn't show up. Why? What does Bernstein do? He masked those numbers. How's he mask them? In revisions. We've never had 9, I think it's 9 now, consecutive revisions on each first Friday of the month. 9? Every time we get a number, they revise it? When the hell do we have that? Because, see, they're rigging, they're hiding that number. They don't want you to see the 500,000 jobs that we're losing, so they mask them. And that's why they do these revisions. Even if the CPI and the PPI numbers were true, which they're not, but even if they were true, our current economy right now is worse than in 2008. And for Bernstein and Yellen to come out and say debt has no relevance. Are you kidding? 33 trillion national debt has no relevance? More when we get back. Join my gang, free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grandy has some sound reasons you should join Phil's Gang.
You know, when I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color code chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works. You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grandy.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market, or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. You're not a regular listener to Phil's Gang? What, are you nuts? Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
It is a bit of a mystery that labor demand has been so strong, but the real wage component has not.
Because labor demand is not strong. I get so sick of hearing how labor is strong, strong labor. No, it's not. We don't have strong labor. Again, lying, more lying. Just unbelievable. They just can't tell the truth, and let's deal with it and fix it. Strong labor. When they're hiding 500,000 lost jobs for the last 9 consecutive first Fridays of the month when they report, by putting them in, hiding them in revisions, that's a strong job number. And 35% of the jobs, they have to fill them with the government people. Those are government jobs. That tells you how weak things are. They gotta, every time they don't have a good job numbers, they hire another bunch of people to work for the government. That's a strong labor market? What are you, nuts? They just won't deal with the truth. So if you go back, I said, and if you go back and take a look at our alerts, well, my gang members, they know. If you go back and look at the alerts, before the first alert, I started to say, and it was back in October 17th. And on October 17th, the Qs after having a rally from September 25th, okay, up to about October 12th, I said to everybody that rally is not going to hold. And when that rally pulls back to its low again, it's going to have a rally. They're going to do anything to rally this market, especially going into year end. And that's what's going on. So that was, again, so on October 17th, I told my members to buy Microsoft, buy Apple, and buy AMD. I said they're going to lead with the tech stocks. It'll always be Microsoft, Apple, and AMD. And that's what we did. So we bought those stocks back on the 17th. And then on October 24th, we bought Apple again. October 24th. And I said, buy Apple again. If you didn't buy it now. And that was on a Tuesday. It was right before it hit its bottom, ready to rally. And so on October 24th, we got in somewhere around 171. Today it's at 188. And these weren't investments. Apple wasn't an investment. It is what they call a swing trade. When you invest in stocks, you either have a short period of time, which most of it's just short covering, or you have an investment. One's called a swing trade, one called a position trade. So the charts that we designed, Pro 1, Pro 2, on Pro 1 we do swing trade, so we control the swing trade. And those are for more advanced members. If someone's brand new to our gang, we don't want them doing swing trades. We want them to be position traders. We want them to invest longer periods of time. We don't want them day trading. And but we knew Apple, they were going to push Apple. So we had about a 10% return on our swing trade. And then when they rally this thing yesterday, Apple becomes a buy as a position trade. But I said to everybody, be very careful, because this is going to run right out of steam. This is crazy. These numbers are just ridiculous. But anyways, so on October 31st, I made sure we were, and then when October 31st came, let's see, on October 27th, I had my members buy spiders around 431. We had them buy the ETFs, XLF for the big banks, KRE for the regional banks. Then we had them buy Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, the five biggest banks. And so we positioned ourselves well on all of those, okay? Like Goldman Sachs, we got in somewhere around 291. Today it's around 337. But here's the thing. Goldman Sachs, if you're going to invest in Goldman Sachs and you got in it yesterday, we had a big gap up. You should have gotten into it yesterday. In fact, I told my members who got into Goldman Sachs around that 291, so let's say 291 up to 335. That was a nice return. It was a swing trade. I told that's about a 15% return. I told them to sell into it. So while everybody was buying yesterday, I was having my gang members sell into it, not get out of it totally, but sell into it, take profits, because we were in all of these early. Because we knew, I told you, I saw this so many times before. They will rally this market that gets the institutions out. I mean, the institutions will get their customers out, and they do this all the time. So it's a great opportunity to catch these kind of rallies. But they'll fail. So yesterday when Goldman Sachs rallied, I couldn't believe the amount of people that jumped in and bought Goldman Sachs yesterday. When they should have bought Goldman Sachs, going back to about $291, they bought it yesterday around $335. What are they, nuts? They chased the market. And it's called the gap up, which means they're going to back and fill. Look what's happening today. Nothing. Look what's happening today. Nothing. They're starting to pull back. So all these big banks now, after they had that rally yesterday, they're not, they're not doing much. There's no big follow through. There's not a big follow through. See, if you're going to have a real rally, a Kiwi rally, like everything's okay, we're on our way now. That's it. Okay, everything's going to be wonderful from here out. That's called a key reversal. Then you have to take yesterday's volume, and now today, the volume should be bigger than yesterday. And here's the key part of any rally. It should be on the third day, the volume should be greater than the first 2 days combined. It's not happening. None of this is happening. The headwinds are too heavy. The headwinds are too heavy. In other words, anybody believes that by these two numbers that came out support yesterday a 600-point rally? That's insane. That's insane. The banks alone are going to destroy this whole market. But see, people don't want to hear it. They just don't want to hear it. We'll be right back. Join my Jack 3 for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. There's nothing better than learning from the experts, especially when it comes to investing your hard-earned money.
Hi, this is Phil Grandy, host of Phil's Gang Radio Show. At Phil's Gang and philsgang.com, I have one goal in mind: to help you become a skilled investor in the stock market and find your financial freedom. With the Working Investor Program, you will learn what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. You'll develop skills like selling short and how to profit, even in a stock market crash. This is the real world investing information that will give you the edge to be successful in the stock market. No gimmicks, just real strategies, and I'll make the offer even better with a 10-day free trial of the Working Investor Program.
Once you're in the gang, you're in the know. And with the free 10-day trial of the Working Investor Program, there's no reason not to give it a try.
Become a Phil's Gang member and reclaim your financial freedom. Go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. What are you, nuts? 85% of the people do not know how to get out of the market. They lose money because they don't know when to get out. I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I solved that with my Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to get out. It tells you when to get in, tells you what to add, not to add. Specifically, when do I get out? It tells you that. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Get your 10-day free trial of my Pro 2 color-coded chart and a membership.
When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard. Things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up, or why there's continued inflation, or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth. You get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. clarity, good information, and fun.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. So, people who are jumping in today, like buying Disney today, they're nuts. So, we bought Disney on November 2nd when nobody wanted it. November 2nd. I had my members. We bought it a couple different times, actually. November 2nd, we bought Disney. And it was on a swing trade. So now we're alerting, so we're up about 14%. So what we're doing is sending now to our members to sell into it, to take profits. Don't have to get out totally, but take a lot of your profits. Another one that people are making a big mistake on, instead of selling into it, is Intel. That's another one. Another one of our stocks. Same thing. Intel is a big short covering going on in Intel. Now that's screaming up today. But you had to be in Intel early on. I think Intel, I don't have time to check, but I think Intel, we got into Intel somewhere around October 24th, I believe. So Intel is going up today nicely. So, but now you sell into it. You say to the people, you say to the tourists, here, you can have mine. Here, take mine. And all these people who are buying Intel today, who are buying Disney today, or IBM, that's another one. It's crazy, but that's what they're doing. They always do this. So, again, this idea that inflation that dropped, justifying this is insane. It's insane. So people are going to get really, really hurt. So, and remember, even if the CPI and the PPI were true, which they're not, but let's say they were true, the headwinds are still way too heavy for a crash not to occur. Our trade deficits have increased by 24%. Our public debt is increased by 22%. Home prices up over 40%. Sort of a lot more than that. Gas prices have doubled. Look at the CPI. Are you kidding me? So again, you can't justify this spiked rally, this big rally that's going on with this kind of the CPI or PPI number. You're gonna get hurt. And also, like I said, even if they were true, the headwinds are terrible. What we got for headwinds? Our national debt is so high, and what does that do? Well, when you have a national debt at $33 trillion, remember that debt reduces business investment. Our business investment is the lowest in 22 years. What does that mean? It means that when you have, the reason you want business investment is it keeps inflation down. It's a check on inflation. You want business investment, but nobody's going to be putting money in business investment in this environment where they know this market's going to totally collapse. But business investment keeps inflation down. But business investment is the lowest in, 22 years. See, when you have business investment, you're purchasing new equipment, new technology, you're creating jobs, you're creating savings, and from those savings comes the spending and our economic growth. That's not what this country's been doing under Biden. People have been spending from credit cards, and withdrawals from home equity, withdrawals from 401k, withdrawals from savings. And when they say how strong the consumer is, no, he's not. He's not strong. They're not, because we don't have good productivity. We don't have good manufacturing. And we don't have good productivity. You don't have good manufacturing. That means you don't have good business investment. Without business investment, you're screwed. Wages are stagnant. But look how the market's going up. But see, again, we got in these markets just before October 31, the first time we got in. And then we started to buy between October 31 and November 1, banks, bunch of banks, and a bunch of banks. We also bought, our banks, our tech stocks, a lot of tech stocks, because we knew those are all going to get short covered. By November 1, we sent out an alert again and said, please start buying banks. They're going to use these banks to artificially rally this market up before the crash. So we gave them some more banks. That was on November 1. On November 2nd, November 1, we gave them, again, buy XLF, buy the ETF. We gave them the ETF. So why don't you just buy the whole basket? Buy the whole basket. And then we also had, I'm trying to see where we had, yeah, right here. And you had to buy Bank of America on October 27th. See, if you bought Bank of America on October 27th, you would have been in that stock around Bank of America. You've been in that around $25, around $25, and right now it's $29.68. That's a nice return. That's an 18% return. Goldman Sachs, we bought the same day at $291. It's now $338. So again, 16%. We bought Citigroup that day at $39.12, and at Citigroup, $39.12, and right now it's $45. 15%. And we also bought the Spiders again on twice now. We bought the Spiders again on October 27th as well. We bought them. We had our gang members buy Spiders at $4.31. And by the way, we have people. That's all they do is trade the Spiders. A lot of people say they don't have time to learn, and they don't have time to follow us. So we tell them just follow the Spiders. And myself and Steve and Willie, during the day, every day, during the trading days, we tell them exactly what to do with the Spiders. So they're coached through the whole day. And then we have 6 stocks that we coach them. If all they did is stay with our 6 stocks, sometimes, though, the problem is many of the people come join the gang and they don't stay with our 6 stocks. They go off to their own stocks. I don't get that. Why don't you stay with our 6 stocks? Because those 6 stocks, all day, the 3 of us are on top of them. If all you did is invested in the same 6 stocks that we're in and do exactly what we tell you to do, how can you not make money? Especially learning how to sell short. But I want to get back to a moment of what's going on here. We are just being lied to left and right. You don't get our bank's in such deep trouble. We got 2 downgrades. We got Fisk, and then we just got Moody's. You don't get 2 credit downgrades if your banks are in good shape. So see, if you bought Goldman Sachs with us at $291, wouldn't you think today is the day you should be selling into it? But 90% of the people today that are trading are buying Goldman Sachs today. And they don't even know what they're getting into because they don't even understand yesterday it gapped up. It's called an island. In other words, it's going to back and fill. They're going to lose money. UBS, there's another nice one that we caught early. So people aren't thinking. They're just running in there and buying. So why would you be buying bank stocks when we got downgrades? And wait till we talk about the breath when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. You know, I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. There's a lot of noise out there in the financial world. Bank failures, interest rates, bonds versus stocks. It's a lot. That's why it's important to find a voice of reason that can guide you through these volatile times. Phil Grandy and philsgang.com is where you can find honest, helpful guidance to successful investing.
Get the knowledge and understand how the market really works.
And for a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Okay, we're going to talk about gold in a moment, but before I do that, Disney we bought early on, and Disney is up now 14%, and we're telling our gang members to take profits in Disney. Also, Intel. If you look at the Dow is up about 178 points. It was up about 250 today, but now it's backing off. And the stocks that drove it were Disney, Intel, IBM, Ralph Lauren, and JP Morgan. And we were already in Disney, Intel, JP Morgan. We weren't in Ralph Lauren. But here's what you got to understand. Even if those numbers that we got, inflation numbers, were true, I want you to understand this. Their target's 2%. The PPI's at 4%. And you think this market should be running like this? It's all fake, just like they did back in 2008. The breadth is very important in the market. 82%. The S&P since January has had an 18% gain. 18% gain. That's why we tell you, if you say you're too busy, you don't have time to learn, why don't you just join our other members who just do the spiders and don't do anything else? What's it take you? 2 seconds a day? 5 seconds a day? A minute? You'd have a nice gain now, about 18%. So anyway, so you can't have a stock market where 18% gain in the S&P 500 came from 7 stocks, but not really 7, 5 out of that 7. How do you understand what kind of bad news that is? And so people that are getting into, instead of selling into Disney today, like we are, now we're not going to get out totally, obviously, and all these bank stocks we bought, I mean, people are buying them today. We're saying to them, here, take ours. Here, give you an example. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, when you have bad breath like this, my Lord, and people are jumping in the market, you got to be nuts. I mean, you're going to get killed. So let me just get my numbers. Here we are. Okay. So again, if you take the spiders, that was October, 431. We bought the whole basket of banks, XLF. That was the same October 27th. And that's XLF. We bought it at 32.46. We're at 34.68. KRE, we bought it 38.58. Again, going back to when nobody wanted these in October. That's when you had to buy them. This is when I told you this market was going to do this. KRE. And KRE was our, that's the small banks, and 38.58. Now it's $45.13. Another bank we gave everybody, CMA, at $39.64. That's up now to $45. Bank of America was at $25.12. Now it's at $30 or $29.63. Goldman Sachs, another bank. But all these banks, remember, they're not going to hold. These banks are all going to fail. So here's a great example, Goldman Sachs. If you look on my chart, if you're following me, you can see where we bought Goldman Sachs on our Pro 1 chart. Okay, we bought it on, again, back in October 27th. We told everybody to buy Goldman Sachs, and that was around 291. Now today it's at 337. But let's go to the Pro 2. What's the Pro 2? Pro 2 is a color-coded chart. It follows the money. The money. It follows the money. It's like money leaves a footprint, and you're following the direction, like a little detective following it. And you can see the footprints, there's no money going into Goldman Sachs. It's all red. So it's been going up, all red. So it started to go up again from around, Goldman Sachs started to go up from a low of around 293. And it only turned green the day before yesterday. So if you're going to go in that stock now as an investment, you got to be nuts. You got to be nuts. You needed to get in on what they call a swing trade first. Because now you got what they call wood. You got a cushion. But for somebody to jump in and buy Goldman Sachs now, when it just turned green, that's going to be really hard. But going back to the debt and deficits and the bad breath, there's no way this market's not going to crash. We got these inverted yield curves. We talk about the massive debt and deficits, which kills your economy, kills wages, kills economic growth. Stock valuations are giving you nosebleeds. And without business investment, you're so screwed. And business investments in 22 years. So even if those fake PPI and CPI numbers were correct, even if they were, what difference does it make? What difference does it make? Because there's a whole bunch of other headwinds. When you got weak productivity and weak manufacturing, weak business investment, stock valuations too high, massive debt, you're screwed. And here's where you're really screwed in this country. We have 300-year supply of oil in the ground. And we got this dope of a president who's not going to let us drill for it. So we're not going to bring inflation down. See, people don't understand. Oil, I think, what's oil today? 78, 75? Oil is going to go to 100 and a quarter. It's going to go to 100 and a quarter. It's how much? Yeah, $76. So we bought oil. Okay, we got in oil very nicely when nobody else was buying it. We got in early, real early, when oil started to drop and a barrel of oil pulled back about, I think, what was it, 35%? Something like that. And then I said, let's buy it. Let's buy it. Pulled back about 35%. And that's how you make money in this business. So I said, let's buy it. So we bought USO. And if you look on a chart, on our color-coded chart, we bought it when it was right around $64. And we ran it up to where it was around a high of about $80. And then we started to short it because it started to sell off. But now we got to be a little careful here. Do not buy oil. Do not short oil. Because we started to short it now. Okay, we've been shorting it. After we made that nice profit on the way up, we turn around and short it. But I'm begging you, nobody should short oil until USO breaks through $69. Then you can start shorting. Because this oil can turn around and go right back up. They can go right back up. We bought it perfectly. When USO was at $85, $90. And then we got in when it dropped down to $65. So be very careful with oil. Gold. Remember now, the Europeans yesterday, they threw their dollars away. Get rid of my dollars. I want to go back to euros. Remember what the Europeans do? The minute they smell inflation, the first thing they do is what? They buy dollars. So when these CPI numbers came out yesterday, and the PPI came out, they threw their dollar away. Here, let's put up the dollar. This is crazy, UUP. So now, and I told everybody this was going to happen. Ask my gang members. I told them, be patient. Gold, the dollar was going straight up, and then it stopped in September 26th. And she started to go sideways from September 26th, consolidation between 726 and let's see, what was it? September 25th, she started to consolidate, go sideways. And it went from sideways from September 25th to about November 9th. And I said, you watch. This dollar is going to plunge. And when this dollar goes down, start watching gold and start watching oil again. So make sure you're watching your golds and your oil, because the dollar's going to go down even more, a lot more. And and it was so funny when they threw the dollars away because, inflation's over. And that's the other thing they're doing. The reason you got this 600% or 600-point rally, because they lied to you. The fake business, even if the numbers were true, which they're not, what they said was all a lie. After the numbers came out, they said, this is it. There's no more. They're not going to raise it. They're done raising rates. And I'll tell you the rest of it when we get back. What a lie. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to